You don't wake up one day and lose it. You don't suddenly become a different man overnight. What usually happens is quieter, almost insulting in how subtle it is. You're doing the normal life thing. You work, you handle responsibilities, you show up. And then, slowly, you start noticing these tiny cracks that don't make sense on paper. You wake up, and your body doesn't feel fully charged. Your mood is fine, but flatter. Your patience is shorter. Your energy is delayed. And when it comes to confidence and intimate response, it's not that everything is gone. It's that it's less reliable, less predictable, less steady. And the worst part is you can't point to one dramatic cause, so your mind reaches for the easiest explanation: age, stress, testosterone, life. But if you're willing to look at this like an adult, calmly, without panic, and without shame, there's a hidden truth that changes everything. A lot of men aren't losing vitality first. They're losing recovery first. And one night habit is quietly stealing that recovery every single day. Here's the open loop. It's not just staying up late. It's not just screens. It's not just food. It's a specific pattern that looks harmless because it feels like relaxation, but it trains your nervous system and blood vessels to stay in the wrong mode through the exact hours your body is supposed to repair. That night habit is what I call late-day stimulation disguised as rest. The kind you do because you earned it. The kind you do because you're tired. The kind you do because you're finally off duty and you want something that makes you feel normal again. It can be the endless scroll. It can be intense videos. It's the news that hooks your emotions. Sports debates that keep your brain buzzing. A loud TV show. A quick check of messages that turns into an hour. A healthy snack that still spikes your blood sugar. A late workout that feels productive. Or even that one drink that makes you drowsy and convinces you you're relaxing. None of it feels like stress. That's why it's so dangerous. Because your nervous system doesn't measure stress by your opinion. It measures stress by signals. Light, novelty, emotion, blood sugar waves, body temperature, adrenaline, cortisol, breathing patterns, and whether your body believes it's safe enough to power down. And what most men don't realize is this: the last 2 to 3 hours of your day are not free time. They're programming time. They're when your body decides how well it will recover, or how steady your hormones will be, how flexible your blood vessels will be, and how calm your nervous system will feel tomorrow. If you get that window wrong consistently, you can eat clean, exercise, and try to be healthy, and still wake up with a system that feels less responsive. Let's talk about this with dignity, not drama. Sexual health and confidence aren't about being young. They're about responsiveness. Your system has to shift gears smoothly. You need blood vessels that can relax when you want them to. You need a nervous system that can move from alert mode to repair mode and back again without getting stuck. You need deep sleep that actually repairs, not just hours of unconsciousness. You need your brain to stop running like it's on duty forever. When men feel inconsistent, some days fine, on other days flat, that inconsistency is usually a clue. It means your system isn't broken. It means it's being pushed into the wrong setting on certain days. And the most common setting change happens at night. Here's the pattern that traps men for years. You finish the day tired, not weak, tired. You've been on all day. So you reach for something that gives a quick sense of relief. Your phone, your shows, your clips, your scroll, your snack, your drink, something. And in the moment, it works. You feel calmer. You feel distracted. You feel like you're resting. But physiologically, your body didn't downshift. It hovered. Hovering is the worst state for recovery because you're not fully alert, but you're not fully repairing. Your brain is still hunting for novelty. Your nervous system is still engaged. Your eyes are still receiving bright light signals. Your body temperature may stay higher. Your digestion may stay active. Your stress chemistry stays slightly elevated. Deep sleep gets pushed later and becomes fragmented. Then, the next morning, you wake up and you can't explain it, but you feel behind. Not dramatically, just behind. Your energy feels less clean. Your mood is flatter. Your desire feels quieter. Your confidence feels like it has to be manufactured. So what do? You compensate. More caffeine, more stimulation, more pushing, more, I'll fix it later. And by night, you're tired again. So you repeat the same, harmless, night routine. That's how men slowly train themselves into flatness and call it age. Now let's get specific, because the mind loves vague explanations. Oh, stress, hormones, life. Those words don't help you change anything. The night habit that kills performance is not just one thing. It's the combination of stimulation plus timing. At night, your body is supposed to enter repair mode. That's when your blood vessels recover and become more flexible. Inflammation signals settle. Your nervous system resets. Deep sleep stabilizes hormone rhythms. Your brain clears metabolic waste. Your body lowers cortisol. Your heart and blood pressure patterns become smoother. Deep sleep is not just sleep, it's maintenance. So anything that keeps you in alert mode, late, whether it's mental stimulation, emotional stimulation, bright light, heavy digestion, sugar spikes, alcohol disruption, late, intense exercise, steals that maintenance. And when maintenance is stolen repeatedly, the body becomes conservative. It stops giving you that easy charge. It becomes less responsive. Not because you lost masculinity, but because your system is under-repaired. Here are the most common harmless traps that create this. 1. The scroll that doesn't feel stressful. You're not panicking, you're just watching. But your brain is getting micro hits of novelty every few seconds. It stays in seeking mode. Seeking mode is a neurological state, restless, scanning, not settled. And a brain in seeking mode doesn't land into deep repair quickly. You may fall asleep, but deep sleep is delayed or fragmented. 2. The healthy, late snack. Men think if it's clean food, it's fine, but timing matters. Late food pulls blood toward digestion when the body wants to repair. It raises body temperature. If it includes sugar or refined carbs, it can create a blood sugar wave, spike, then dip. That dip can trigger stress hormones to stabilize you. Stress hormones in the middle of the night fragment deep sleep. You might not remember waking, but your body repairs less. 3. Late, intense workouts. Exercise is powerful, but late intensity can keep adrenaline and cortisol elevated and keep body temperature higher. You fall asleep, but the nervous system doesn't fully downshift. 4. The one drink to relax. Alcohol can make you sleepy, but it often disrupts deep sleep later. Many men confuse unconsciousness with repair. Your body cares about sleep architecture, not whether you passed out. 5. Intense content. News, arguments, drama, violence, fear, outrage, even if you enjoy it, can keep the threat system active. Your brain goes to bed scanning. Now here's what most men never connect. Blood flow responsiveness is deeply tied to nervous system state. If your nervous system is stuck in low-grade alert mode, blood vessels tend to stay tighter. Tight vessels are not responsive vessels. And responsiveness is what men experience as steadiness and confidence. You can be mentally willing and still feel the body delayed if the system is tense, under-recovered, or trained to stay vigilant. That's why the same man can be fine alone, but struggle under pressure. Pressure turns on alert mode. Alert mode tightens. Tightness reduces responsiveness. Reduced responsiveness increases monitoring. Monitoring increases pressure. Loop. So the real question is not, how do I force performance? The real question is, how do I train my system to downshift and repair so it becomes naturally responsive again? That's the adult strategy. And the best part is, you don't need a dramatic overhaul. You need a smarter rhythm. Let's build it, step by step, in a way you can actually do even if your life is busy. First, the most important concept: protect the runway. The last 90 minutes before sleep is your runway into deep sleep. If you fill that runway with stimulation, your body can't land into repair. It hovers. And hovering becomes flatness tomorrow. So your first upgrade is not sleep more, it's land better. Here's how you land better. Choose a cutoff point for high stimulation, not a perfect routine, a boundary. For example, 90 minutes before bed, on no infinite content, no doom scrolling, no shorts, no debates, no, just one more. If you want a screen, use it intentionally. Set a timer, choose something calm, and stop. Or better, replace the last part of the night with something low input. Calm music, a simple podcast, light reading, a warm shower, quiet conversation, gentle stretching. This is not about being boring. This is about being strategic. Because if you can't downshift at night, you can't expect a responsive body later. Second, light discipline. Your brain reads bright light as daytime. Daytime brains don't repair deeply. So in the last 60 to 90 minutes, lower the lighting. Dim overhead lights. Use warmer lamps. Reduce screen brightness. If you must use screens, warm the display and lower intensity. This isn't wellness influencer stuff. It's signal control. Your body runs on cues. Third, the fastest nervous system reset you can do without anyone knowing. Long exhale breathing. Most men ignore breathing because it sounds too simple, but it works because it changes the signal directly. Here's the pattern. Inhale through the nose for about 4 seconds. Exhale through the nose for 6 to 8 seconds. Smooth, gentle, no forcing, no breath holding. Just longer exhale, then inhale. Do that for 5 minutes. The longer exhale tells your nervous system, safe. And a nervous system that feels safe allows blood vessels to relax. Relaxed vessels repair better. A repaired system becomes more responsive. If you do only one thing from this entire script, do this breathing in low light before bed. It's the simplest way to stop training your body for alert mode at night. Now, the next upgrade. Dinner timing. You don't need to starve. You don't need extreme diets. You need a repair window. If possible, finish your main meal 2 to 3 hours before bed. If life makes that hard, keep the late meal lighter and lower in sugar/refined carbs, protein, vegetables, healthy fats. It's not dieting. It's giving your body a clear repair lane. A lot of men are shocked when they change meal timing and suddenly wake up feeling cleaner, calmer, steadier. Not because calories changed, because signals changed. Now add one habit that sounds almost too easy, but hits multiple systems at once. The calm walk. 10 to 15 minutes after dinner. Not intense, not exercise. Calm. That walk helps glucose handling, supports circulation, lowers stress chemistry, and acts as a transition from day mode to night mode. It's like telling your system, flow smoothly, don't spike, don't hover. Now, we need to address the real reason this is hard: fatigue. Because most men don't sabotage nights because they're careless. They sabotage nights because they're tired and trying to feel normal again. So we need a replacement for the thing the phone and late stimulation are doing for you: emotional regulation. If your night routine is stimulation-based, it's because you're trying to downshift through distraction. That works temporarily, but it keeps the nervous system buzzing. So instead, you build a transition ritual that gives real regulation. Low light, 5 minutes long exhale breathing, warm shower or face wash, calm walk, light stretching, a short tomorrow list on paper so your brain stops holding open tabs. That last one matters. Because overthinking and performance anxiety are often unfinished loops. When you put tomorrow's top 3 tasks on paper, your brain stops trying to protect you by replaying them in bed. Now, let's talk about the twist most men never connect. The habit that feels like rest is often the thing stealing your recovery. Scrolling is not rest. It's stimulation. Alcohol drowsiness is not repair. It's sedation with fragmented sleep. Late, healthy snacks are not harmless. They are metabolic signals at the wrong time. Late intense workouts are not always healthy. They can keep you in alert mode. So the adult question becomes, are you ending your day in a state that says safe and repairing, or alert and hovering? Because your body becomes what you practice. Now, I'm going to give you a simple 7-day reset that many men find powerful because it's realistic, not perfect, just clean enough to reveal the pattern. For the next 7 nights, do this. Night 1, the 90-minute runway, 90 minutes before bed. No infinite scrolling, no shorts, no intense debates. Low light, 5 minutes long exhale breathing. Night 2, add dinner timing. Finish dinner 2 to 3 hours before bed if possible. If not, keep it lighter and lower sugar. Same runway rules. Night 3, add the calm walk. 10-minute easy walk after dinner. Same runway rules. Night 4, replace the phone sedative. If you usually scroll in bed, move the phone out of the bed area. Bed is for sleep. If you need something, use calm audio without a screen. Night 5, move caffeine earlier. Don't quit caffeine if you don't want to. Just move your last caffeine earlier by 1 to 2 hours. Many men are shocked how much this changes nighttime mind noise. Night 6, hydrate smarter. Hydrate earlier in the day, then taper gently at night. Many men underhydrate and then feel flat. Or they drink late and wake up to urinate and fragment sleep. Strategy beats deprivation. Night 7, add closure. Before bed, write 3 lines. 1, tomorrow's top 3 priorities. 2, one thing you're letting wait. 3, one thing you did today that you respect. Men underestimate that third line. Self-respect calms the nervous system. Shame keeps it alert. Now here's what you track during this week. Morning steadiness. Not just sleep hours. Steadiness. Do you wake up with a cleaner head? Is your mood less irritable? Do you feel less wired? Is your energy less delayed? Do you feel more grounded? Those changes often come first, and they are the signs of real repair. Then, over 2 to 4 weeks, many men notice the deeper shift. Responsiveness becomes less unpredictable. Confidence returns quietly, not as obsession, as steadiness. Now, I want to be responsible and clear. If you have chest pain, severe shortness of breath, fainting, sudden alarming symptoms, or signs of a serious condition, get urgent medical care. If you have diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, or take heart/blood pressure medications, talk to your clinician before making major changes to exercise, diet, or supplements. And if your symptoms are persistent and distressing, it's smart to talk with a healthcare professional. There are medical causes that deserve evaluation: sleep apnea, vascular disease, medication side effects, endocrine issues, depression/anxiety, thyroid problems, anemia, B12 deficiency, and addressing them can change everything. This script is education, not a diagnosis. But here's the empowering truth. Even when medical factors exist, your night rhythm still matters. Because medication and physiology live inside your daily signals. Fixing signals can improve baseline, and baseline is where steadiness is built. Now let's talk about the thing that quietly ruins men even more than the habit itself: monitoring. When a man starts worrying about performance, he starts watching himself. He enters intimacy like he's taking a test. That mental posture triggers alert mode. Alert mode tightens blood vessels and increases pressure. Pressure makes responsiveness less smooth. So part of the goal is to reduce the need to monitor by stabilizing the baseline. When you feel better in the morning and steadier through the day, you approach intimacy differently. Less pressure, more presence, more patience. And those are the exact conditions that make the body respond better. This is why the bedroom isn't the first place you fix things. The bedroom is where you see the results of the system you trained all day. Train the day, especially the night. The bedroom follows. Now, I want to address a common objection. But the night is the only time I have. I get it. That's real. But you don't need to eliminate your night. You need to change its intensity. You can still have enjoyment, still have entertainment, still have your time. You just stop feeding the nervous system the kind of stimulation that keeps it on duty. Choose calmer content. Choose shorter sessions with a timer, dim lights, move the phone away earlier, swap the last scroll for breathing and a walk. You're not losing your freedom. You're buying your recovery back. Now, a powerful truth to end the confusion. Vitality after 40, 50, 60 is less about pushing harder and more about recovering smarter. Most men try to fix their flatness with more effort, more discipline, more willpower, more intensity. That often backfires because effort without recovery creates more stress chemistry. More stress chemistry creates tighter vessels and lighter sleep. Lighter sleep creates less repair. Less repair creates more flatness. It's the wrong direction. The right direction is smarter rhythm. You stop borrowing energy at night through stimulation. You stop paying interest in the morning through fatigue. You build a system that repairs. Because repair is the real secret. Not hype, not gimmicks. Repair. So if you want the simplest sentence to remember tonight, let it be this. If your nights don't downshift, your days can't respond. That's the truth most men never hear. Tonight, don't try to fix everything. Fix the runway. Protect the last 90 minutes. Lower light. Long exhale breathing. Lighter dinner timing if possible. Calm walk. No infinite scrolling in bed. Do that for 1 week and you'll feel the first signs. Steadier mornings, calmer mood, less irritability, fewer crashes. Do it for 2 to 4 weeks and you'll feel the deeper signs. Your system becomes less unpredictable. Confidence returns quietly. Desire becomes more natural. Responsiveness feels less like a test and more like your body cooperating again. That's the real goal, not chasing youth. Preserving responsiveness, keeping dignity. And it starts with one decision that feels small, but changes everything. Stop ending your day in hover mode. Land into repair. Your body will pay you back.